Hey everyone, Controller Scott back here at LAX, and today I'm flying back to Phoenix, Arizona in United Airlines first class. This was a trip that I took last year, and a review you can watch right here on my channel. But today's trip has a little bit of a twist to it. Today I'm flying on United Express. United Express flights are not flown by United employees. Rather, United contracts these flights out to their regional partners. Today's flight is being operated by SkyWest Airlines doing business as United Express. SkyWest is the biggest regional carrier in the United States. They do flights for American, Alaska, and Delta as well. So my question is this: is United Mainline's first class service a lot different than United Express first class service? Well, there's only one way to find out. Let's go. SkyWest 5867, runway 25 right, clear for takeoff. Hi everyone, I'm Scott. I'm an air traffic controller by day and a travel enthusiast year-round. I love premium travel, and when possible, I love to leverage my credit card benefits for exciting trips. So come along for the journey. If you enjoy my content, please like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. It means the world to me, and I'm very gracious for your support. Keep watching till the end of this video to find out where I'm headed next. Today is the start of another exciting journey for me as I get to fly in another premium airline cabin. Now, while I do have a carry-on size bag I am traveling with, I wanted to try something different today. That is actually checking in the bag. If you're flying United in first class, you can use their premier check-in counters. One of the benefits of flying United first class is you get up to 2 free check bags up to 70 pounds each. I'm going to check one bag today to see how fast it comes out of the baggage claim at the Phoenix Sky Harbor Airport. When flying first class on United, check bags are tagged with these priority tags. This indicates the bag should be one of the first off the baggage claim. I'll put this to the test later when I get to Phoenix. When I took this trip last time, I reviewed the United Club lounges at both LAX and Phoenix. Domestic United first class passengers do not have access to these lounges unless you pay. So I got a better idea. So right now I'm in the middle of a walkway heading from Terminal 7 to Terminal 6. And in Terminal 6 is actually the lounge where I'm headed to today. And it has nothing to do with United, but with one of United's partners. So let's go ahead and check it out. And that lounge is the Air Canada Maple Leaf Lounge. This lounge opened in November of 2024. Air Canada only has 3 lounges in the United States, at LAX, San Francisco, and New York's LaGuardia Airport at the time of this recording. The food affair is simple, but I think it has enough options for everyone. From fruits to waffles and oatmeal, there are definitely options to eat. They have juices, other drinks, and some bakery items as well. Here's the food that I got on this visit. I also checked the restroom out, and it was very clean and well maintained. I really like this lounge a lot. If you're flying United and you're in first class, check this lounge out. As I look at the airplanes outside the lounge windows, I for sure wanted to spend some more time here, but I had a flight to catch. Boarding began in 20 minutes, and I had a little walk ahead. All right, that's it for the Air Canada Lounge today. I really enjoyed it. I think I'll be back, but now it's time to head to my flight over in Terminal 8. It's 2 terminals away. A 10-minute walk, not too terrible. Let me add that if you have the Chase Sapphire Reserve credit card and you are flying on Air Canada or one of their partners like United, you have complimentary access to this lounge. Just remember to bring your Sapphire Reserve card with you. Traveling companions are $59 extra to enter. Okay, let's get to our plane today at the end of Terminal 8 at Gate 86A. This is November 608 Uniform X-Ray, a SkyWest Embraer 175 built 6 years ago at the time of this recording. Time to put United Express to the test in first class. And was I excited to board this aircraft? Is United Express a whole lot different than United Mainline? Let's check it out. This Embraer 175 is configured in a 1-2 configuration in first class and a 2-2 configuration in economy. If you are traveling solo, to me, it really doesn't get much better than this for a short flight in first class. The legroom was great. The seat offers 2 lights and 2 air vents above as if 2 seats were there. These aircraft do not have seat back screens, but there's Wi-Fi available. Internet is between $8 and $10, but if you have T-Mobile, you can connect to the internet for free. Historically, internet has been reliable for me on United flights. We got a pre-departure beverage, but we did depart the gate quickly. I will show you the other seat and cabin features on the return flight a little later in this video. With that said, let's depart for Phoenix. Flying time today was 50 minutes. We took a more southerly departure route on this flight due to turbulence. Thanks to Flight Radar 24, you can see we were initially headed south along the Pacific coast before we headed toward Arizona. Right after departure, the friendly flight attendant served me some sparkling water as I got some great views out the window. There was also a snack basket of popcorn, pretzels, and a banana that the flight attendant brought out. I wasn't interested in any of that on this flight. You will see a little more robust snack basket on my return flight when I go back to LAX. As we pass Yuma, Arizona, we begin our descent into Phoenix, and we for sure had a few bumps in the air along the way too. Anyway, this was a really nice flight. Thank you to the SkyWest crew. Great job. It was time for me to spend a few days in Arizona before I head back to LA. That was a really good flight. I really enjoyed it. I would totally take SkyWest again via United Express. There was really no issues whatsoever. The seat was great, the flight was great, the service was great. I mean, what more can you ask for a 50-minute flight? So you're walking through Terminal 3 here at Phoenix is really nice. They renovated this terminal several years ago. This place used to be, I don't know, almost like a dump. But now, it's beautiful. It's very airy looking, very modernized. I really enjoy traveling through this terminal a lot. All right, I'm on the escalator headed down to baggage claim. Let's see how long it takes for the baggage to come off the carousel. All right, just got down to the baggage carousel. It's 12:45 p.m. Let's see how long it takes for my bag to come on out. And I will say one thing, there's a lot of flights that came in here at the same time. There's Denver, my flight, another flight from San Francisco as well. And there's also other arriving flights from other airlines too, so it's quite busy down here right now. All right, it only took about 5 minutes or so. It says the bags are headed on out. Now, my bag was priority tagged, so let's see if it comes out first or near the first. Let's check it out. Okay, well, I just got an announcement. They changed the baggage carousel, claimed the 4, but they are coming on out. So let's see if my bag is there or one of the first to be there. All right, here we go, waiting very patiently. Here come the bags. All right, here it comes. Okay, I finally got my bag. I actually had to pause the video real quick because there was a kid that took my bag by accident. I had to tell him, hey, wait a minute, that's my bag. And he looked at us like, oh yeah, well, it is what it is. I got my bag, only took about 5 minutes or so, not bad. It was time to leave Terminal 3 at Phoenix Sky Harbor and spend a few days in Arizona before I head back to LA. Springtime is nice in the Phoenix area. In fact, the weather was a little chilly, which is not typical for spring. Anyway, let's check out my return journey to LAX. Okay folks, I'm back here at Phoenix Sky Harbor Airport. A couple days here in Arizona. It's been great. Time to head back to LAX, so let's head back to the lounge here. Today I'm going to go to the Escape Lounge. Last time when I was here I went to the United Club. See the difference. Which one is better? Let's find out. After security, I headed up the escalator to the Escape Lounge. The Escape Lounge at Phoenix Sky Harbor Terminal 3 gives you complimentary access with the Amex Platinum card. You can opt to pay $45 to $55 if you don't have the Platinum card to get in. And from the food offerings, I'd feel you do better going somewhere else. But if you do have access with the Amex Platinum, I do think it's worth it. However, I did notice that some of the offerings were not replenished. Coffee and tea are also available, but as you can see, this machine was out of order. So the Escape Lounge is not bad. I mean, decent affair. If you have any dietary restrictions, it might be a little difficult, but it depends on what they're offering, I suppose, at the time of day. As far as the service is concerned, employees there are great. So if you have an Amex Platinum card and you're at the Phoenix Airport in Terminal 3, I say check this lounge on out. Alrighty, so I'm headed down the breezeway here, going on SkyWest flight 5799. It's United Express today, going from Phoenix to LAX. Same plane as last time, same airplane type, I should say. So let's see how this goes. The terminal looks really busy up ahead, so not sure if this flight's full or not today. According to what I was looking at earlier, it's supposed to be mostly full, maybe a few empty seats in the back, but not up in the front where I'm going to be at, so let's check it on out. I was fortunate not to have to go through many of the crowds as my return flight was scheduled to depart from the first gate on the E-concourse, Gate E1 here at Sky Harbor. November 601 Uniform X-Ray was my plane for the return flight to LAX, and was 6 years old at the time of this recording, sporting the older United Express paint scheme. I got a sanitizing wipe for my seat during boarding, something that did not happen on the outbound flight. The overhead bins on these Embraer 175s can mostly fit a normal carry-on. The exception is row 1 to 4 above the individual first-class seats. I got a pre-departure cup of water. I placed the cup on a small cup holder that can be extended from the armrest. Below that is a power outlet. Make sure you bring a plug to charge your devices. As we taxi out and depart Phoenix, let me tell you a few facts. SkyWest is the world's largest operator of the Embraer 175. They operate 109 of these planes for United alone at the time of this recording. Now, United has other regional partner airlines that operate this type of plane, so it is a workhorse of an aircraft. As we depart runway 25 right out of Phoenix, it was a bumpy ride as you can see the clouds. But above the clouds, the air was smooth. And once the flight got into smooth air, the in-flight service began. For this flight, I opted to get another glass of sparkling water. The flight attendant was also kind enough to allow me to video the snack basket. The basket included popcorn, cookies, almonds, pretzels, and a banana. I could have taken more, but I just took a pack of almonds and I enjoyed the view out the window. I mentioned earlier that the outbound flight was more limited in snacks, as there weren't any cookies or almonds. About halfway through the flight, I got up to tour the lavatory. It's basic, but it's not a cramped space. And when I got back to my seat, I heard this.
We are just about ready to begin our descent into Los Angeles. Please double check your seatbelts. Make sure they're securely fastened. We're expecting quite a few bumps in the descent.
Many of my flights into LAX are either descending into clear skies or into foggy conditions. The descent wasn't bad, a little choppy, but that was about it. If I had any criticism with these flights, there was just some minor inconsistencies, such as the snack offerings not as robust on the flight to Phoenix, and the sanitizing wipe also not being offered on the flight to Phoenix. But all in all, I really can't complain. This is first class after all, and I'm very grateful to have the opportunity to review these flights for you. So do I think United mainline flights are better than SkyWest? For short flights, I don't think it matters. The rest of the Embraer 175 plane is in a 2x2 configuration, not the typical 3x3 that you would see on the mainline airplanes. Some of the Embraer 175 planes are used for flights around 3 to 4 hours long. I'd be more than happy to fly this airplane type on a longer flight. As long as it has working and reliable Wi-Fi, that is a huge plus for me. If I had to choose one negative with the Embraer 175, it's that the overhead bin space can fill up quickly. That could be something to keep in mind if you are flying this aircraft type. As far as this trip goes, would I fly SkyWest again via United Express? Well, that was another great flight, folks. I would totally do this again. Even on an hour flight, it is totally worth it, especially when you have that one seat by yourself. Makes a world of difference, especially when you're traveling solo, just like I did this flight. That's the only thing I have to really worry about right now is trying to fight traffic going back home. LA traffic's pretty brutal, and on my way in, I can see it out the window. Stay tuned for my next video. It will be a journey that will take me miles away in luxury and style across different countries. Now that's a wrap on this trip. I really enjoyed it, and I really hope you enjoyed this video. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. It means the world to me, and I'm very gracious for your support. Be safe out there, and I'll see you in the next video. For now, so long.